Welcome to episode 5 of Safety Snacks, a series of bite sized videos and interactive workshops that will help you protect yourself from doxing, hacking, and other kinds of online abuse. My name is Gigi Muhammad, and I run Pan America's Online Abuse Defense Program.
And I'm Ella Stapley, and I'm a consultant leading the online abuse program at the International Women's Media Foundation.
Journalists around the world increasingly rely on Twitter for their work, whether it's keeping track of breaking news or trends, finding sources, or publishing and promoting their writing. We're often told that building a large social media following and engaging with the audience is critically important to the advancement of our career, and that the way to build strong personal brand is by sharing information about yourself and your life. But all of that can expose you to harassment. The challenge is finding the right balance between visibility and reach on one hand and safety and privacy on the other. In this episode, we're going to empower you to find the balance on Twitter. We're going to show you how to audit your Twitter account by reviewing what info is available about you and tightening your security settings. In the next episode, we will show you how to do the same thing with your Facebook account. Let's start with some general practices for being safer on social media that you can actually use for any of your online accounts.
I know that we always advise people to separate the personal from the professional, Gigi, but what does that actually mean and how can we do it? Does it mean having 2 of each social media account? Because that really doesn't sound practical at all.
That is a very good question, Ella. The goal is keeping our private life private and those aspects of our professional life that we want public, public. Ideally, yes, you would have separate accounts for professional use and personal use, but as you said, we understand how this can be very overwhelming. What's important is to be intentional and strategic about which account you use for what purpose, how you adjust your settings, and what you post on which platform. I think about it this way. If I am using my Twitter account for work and I cover white supremacy, do I want to post pictures of my family on Twitter publicly or pictures that might actually reveal my location? Probably not. It will really depend on each person. So, back to Twitter. Social media settings are notoriously complicated. Ella, can you please walk us through what settings we should focus on?
Of course. So we're going to start with the very first and most important line of defense for your online accounts, and that is secure logging to prevent hacking. So we always advise that you set up 2-factor authentication and have a long, complex password that is unique to each account. Yes, I know it's hard to remember. So that's why we also recommend using a password manager. Please check out episodes 3 and 4 of our Safety Snacks to learn how to protect your accounts from hacking. So when you're done making sure your login is nice and secure, the first thing that you need to do is look at what information is on your profile. So private information like your birthday does not need to be public on your account. It's really nice to receive those birthday wishes and memes, but hackers and abusers can use that birthday to guess your password or to commit identity theft, impersonating you. So just think about how often your birthday is used to verify your identity. So if you really want to learn how to protect yourself from doxing, please check out episodes 1 and 2 of our Safety Snacks. Now, back to Twitter. In order to check whether the information on your account is private, please go to Settings and Privacies, then Your Account, click on Account Information, and then check to make sure your birthday is not visible on your profile. We recommend not filling it in at all, but at the very least, set that information to be only you. Also check what other information is visible. Do you really want your personal phone number and your personal email on there? This might be a good moment to pause this video and check what private identifying information is publicly visible on your Twitter account. If you're a journalist on Twitter, chances are you will want most of your tweets to be public, and that's because you need to maintain an online presence for your work. However, if you want to reduce your visibility on Twitter without shutting down your whole account, there's a very easy way to do that. Twitter has a really helpful feature called Protect Your Tweets. This lets you limit who can see your account information. Only people who are already following you will have access to your tweets.
I'm so glad that you mentioned Protect My Tweets, Ella. It is a very important tool for reporters to use. If you're reporting on something and you're really concerned about potential blowback, you can turn on Protect My Tweets proactively. If you're in the middle of a coordinated harassment campaign and getting mobbed, turn on Protect My Tweets. Remember, you can do this temporarily for as long as you need to. We're about to show you how to use it, and you'll see that it's really quick and easy. Back to you, Ella.
Thanks, Gigi. So to enable Protect My Tweets, go to Settings and Privacies and then Privacy and Safety. From there, go to Audience and Tagging and select Protect Your Tweets. As you can see on the screen, all you have to do is toggle it on or off. While you're there, you may also want to toggle off the ability for your photo to be tagged by other users. This not only reduces the likelihood of certain kinds of targeted image-based attacks, but it spares you from being tagged in unflattering or embarrassing photos. Feel free to pause the video now and check these settings out on your own.
Since we're already looking at our privacy and safety settings, let's review a few more that can be very useful in keeping you safe from online abuse. If you want to manage the accounts, words, and/or notifications that you've muted or blocked, select Settings and Privacy, and then Privacy and Safety, and then finally Mute and Block. You can already see what you blocked or muted, and you can add more keywords if you want. You can also check third-party tools like Block Party, an important safety tool that will help you block abusers and trolls. Go ahead, pause this video, and take a look at the muting and blocking section. Your DMs are another place where you can receive harassment. So you may decide to limit who can send you message requests. Again, select Settings and Privacy, and then Privacy and Safety. And now go to Direct Messages. Here, you can disable Allow Message Requests from everyone, which prevents random people from sending you messages. We understand that reporters often want and need to keep their DMs open. Just remember, like Protect My Tweets, this feature is really quick and easy to turn on and off as needed. While you're here, we also recommend that you enable Filter Low Quality Messages, which hides spam, though you can still access it if you need to. Go ahead, pause the video, and decide who can send you messages.
You want to be careful about sharing your data with any application, and Twitter is no exception. It's especially important not to share your location data with Twitter or publicly on your feed as just general good practice. It's pretty terrifying to think about, but you don't want Twitter or random abusive trolls tracking you in real time. To turn off location sharing on Twitter, go to Settings and Privacy and Safety. And then under the heading Data Sharing and Off Twitter Activity, go to Location Information. From here, disable Personalize based on places you've been, and also disable Add Location Information to your tweets. This is another good moment to pause this video and adjust your settings.
It also helps to limit how people can find your Twitter account. We recommend turning off the setting, Finding My Account using my email or phone number, especially if you're using your personal phone number on Twitter. Go to Settings and Privacy and Safety, and now Discoverability and Contacts. Here, you should disable Let People Who Have Your Email Address Find You on Twitter, as well as the phone number option just below it. Also, under Manage Contacts, disable Sync Address Book Contacts. It's really important. In earlier Digital Safety Snacks, we showed you how easy it is for trolls to find more information about you online to dox you. Removing your contacts and limiting discoverability are important steps to take to protect yourself. There are too many settings in Twitter for us to do everything in this short episode, so we always encourage you to poke around on your own. You might also want to turn off all data sharing and off Twitter activity, where Twitter tracks you even when you're not on the app. Check also which apps you've given access to your Twitter account in the past and restrict external access wherever possible. These are some of the things that you can look for. All to say, this is a good time to pause, do some digging, and look around.
So we've been talking mostly about settings, but it's also important to think about your past tweets. One common abusive tactic that trolls use is to dig through old posts and find whatever they can to harass you or to expose personal information that you might have posted in the past. If you're like us and have been on Twitter for a really long time, it's easy to forget what you might have posted. Unfortunately, Twitter does not have any built-in features to help you review, archive, or delete old posts, but there are third-party tools that can help. They're not all equally good or safe though, so please do your research. Some solid options are semi-ephemeral and tweet deleter, which can help you delete or archive all old tweets except the ones you want to keep. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this episode. As always, we encourage you to take breaks, be mindful about how you're feeling, and reach out to friends and loved ones for help or moral support.
Again, thank you for watching the 5th episode of Safety Snacks. If you got stuck on anything in this video and need help, we'll be running a live workshop on this content on July 14th at 12 p.m. ET to review everything we've talked about here and also answer any questions that you might have. Feel free to join and invite anyone else who is interested. In the next episode, get a grip on your Facebook account. We'll talk about some similar concepts that we talked about here, and this will be regarding your Facebook profile and their account security. Remember, stay safe online and do not forget to grab your next safety snack.